Hello everyone, my name is Igor Kutsenko, and this will be my very first instructional video for you for my brand new YouTube channel. So this will be a video about how to make what some call it monotype, some call it drawing transfer. It doesn't matter how we call it. For me it's a very exciting media, and I'm going to share the process with you. So I'm rolling my ink with my roller on the glass in my studio, and I'm using relief ink. Used to be made by Daniel Smith, but they don't make that ink unfortunately anymore. But many other companies make relief inks, and also you could use other types of inks like for intaglio and some other inks and paint. So what I'm doing right now, I'm rolling my ink on my glass, trying to make a nice and even film, kind of layer of ink using my roller. So when I'm done doing this, I will use a special paper, very thin paper, which is oriental. And it's thin, very high quality, but very sturdy paper, thin but sturdy. And I'm going to be drawing on back side of my paper. And as you see, I'm putting some ink here, and the face of my paper will be touching this ink on the glass. I will be making a drawing on the back side of my paper, and wherever I will make a mark, wherever I apply any kind of pressure, it will hopefully pick up the ink from the surface. I'm about done, so very soon I'll start my demonstration, my drawing demonstration. Okay, that's good enough. So now I'm going to grab my paper. We'll put it face down. Face down, what I mean here is this paper, one side of it is slightly more, has more texture, and the other one is very thin. So usually what I do, I put the thin side of my paper on top of that ink. And then I just use regular tape to secure my paper so it's not moving in process. Okay? So this is good enough. Now I'm going to grab my pencil and I'm going to draw a horse here. I will just start drawing and applying some pressure. Okay, so I'm trying to make it very quick, but easy, so it's not difficult to understand. Very straightforward technique actually, and very pleasant. Produces very nice results. Sometimes gives you very nice accidents, which later you can use. So wherever I am making a line, later on, we're going to see the opposite of this drawing on the front side of the paper. So I'm using my pencil. I can also use the back side of my brush, but in this case it's not gonna leave marks for me to see, but because I already have my basic drawing there, so pretty much I know what's going on. I can also use my fingers, my thumb here, so wherever I will apply pressure, the ink will be printed on the front side of the paper. So I'm just applying some pressure for shadows, for halftones. As I said before, your film of ink has to be not too thick, not too thin, just right. Okay? So the beauty of this process is that every now and then you can pick and see what's going on there. And I see everything is going all right. So I can also see that my film of ink was very nice, and I don't have to worry about applying too much pressure. So I'll go over some places where I've already applied my lines, my pressure, and I will reapply. I'll make a little bit more. I will make things a little bit darker. Also, I'll show some grass here. I might want to show some mountains, or will suggest some sort of landscape. Also some sky there. Just as you see, I'm just touching it. Also, I have just saw this little tool from AAA. It has some, teeth there. So I will never done it before, but I'll apply and we will see what will happen later. Let's speak again. What's going on? Yeah, everything is going nice. I can actually apply much more pressure. So I'll start working with my pencil more aggressively, making my lines darker. So my horse drawing is a little bit more expressive, because I want it to be more expressive. It is very safe right now to apply more pressure because I've checked it before. Everything looks good, so I'm pushing much harder with my pencil here. Applying very loose line strokes, kind of bold and expressive, suggesting some grass here, and suggesting some light, source of light is it hits the horse from here, so wherever there is light on the opposite side, there's going to be a shadow, naturally. So I'm going over my shape, applying more pressure here, more here, making things a little bit more dramatic. This time it is time to show a little bit more details. I've been hoping to add some expression using some bold lines. So maybe it's time for us to pick again and see what's happening, because we don't want to overdo it. Yeah, something is happening. There is some image there. Okay, more aggressive work using fingers, applying more shadows, more value, making things darker, adding some contrast, and adding more stuff to the background. Hopefully it's gonna pick up. So any kind of marks, you could be creative and use some other things for producing interesting textures and stuff. It is important for this paper to be very thin, so the pressure goes through nicely. And many oriental papers work for this reason. And one of my favorite paper is Kitakata. You could find it on internet. Also very nice, one of my favorite papers, Torinoko, Japanese-made papers. More lines here, suggesting some background, making loose, very loose strokes, applying even more pressure here. And then also, what the heck, let's add a figure here. Let it be a young lady riding this horse. As you see, it's very spontaneous. I did not have a preliminary sketch. It just I like freehand drawing, spontaneous and loose, and I didn't have a plan. But when I saw my paper, when I saw my ink, for some reason I thought horse. We're about done. Very soon I'm going to show you the finished product here. Let's apply more pressure here. My pencil is not working anymore because I used the whole graphite. So that's what happens when you are very into your drawing. Final few touches. And then very soon we're going to see the result. And I can also work with the back side of my pencil. This is just a regular pencil, so as you see, this will add some more expression, will make some wider lines. Very loose. Okay, so let's see what is going on here. Maybe a little bit more here. And darker. We don't want to apply too much pressure because then we're in danger of ruining our paper, cutting it through. So yeah, I think we're about done. Let's see what happened here. So now you see why it was necessary to use a tape, so our paper did not move. So I'll just grab a piece of white paper here for you, and we are going to see this drawing. Here we go. This is our drawing, our monotype, or our drawing transfer, whatever you call it, whatever you call this technique. I really enjoy working like this, and see here it even picked up my fingerprints. So I hope you enjoyed my very first demonstration. I promise there will be many more. I was classically trained, but in my work I like experimenting, working in different genres, using different techniques. I do many things in printmaking, etching, woodcut, linear cut, monotypes, drawing transfer. As you see, I work in oil, acrylic, watercolor, gouache, and some other media. So please subscribe to my channel. I hope to continuously showing you new things, and I really appreciate your attention today. Have a nice day. Bye.